Now, as most of you know, I was a card-carrying communist for 3 years. And the only reason I was is because I read the Communist Manifesto 8 times and still couldn't wrap my head around it. So I started going to meetings, and yes, they believe exactly what is written in the Communist Manifesto, as well as Das Kapital. Roscoe asks, and I thank you, Roscoe, for the question, as well as the comment. Thanks for the response. Any thoughts on Christian communism and the belief that Karl Marx, who was a Christian, received inspiration from the Book of Acts? Karl Marx was a Jew who converted to Christianity and then rejected it for atheism. The Book of Acts talks about voluntary collectivism. The Communist Manifesto, written by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, puts forward no private property, not just the means of production, destruction of the family, a ban on marriage, a ban on family, not allowed to raise your own children. All religion is outlawed, with the punishment being the death penalty. No freedom, no free thought, no free expression. 99% of the proletariat is poor. And starving, while the stateless government is ruled by the 1%. It is a horrific monopoly. You need only to look to the Soviet Union, Ceausescu's Romania, East Berlin, North Korea. China, ever since it adopted Hong Kong, has had what they call communism with Chinese characteristics, which is fascism. If you ever have a choice to accept communism or fascism, choose fascism. Because fascism isn't always racism, but it's still socialism. Communism is the most inhuman thing. Once a woman gives birth to a baby, that baby is taken immediately away from her and indoctrinated. Marriage is to be abolished. You are not allowed to complain. There is no free press. There is no free expression, so writing a book can get you killed. Any private devotion towards a god will get you executed. Just look at Mexico in the 1930s under Calles when they tried to implement communism, or Spain under the Spanish Republic, which was ruled by communists and anarchists, or the French Revolution, which Karl Marx thought was the revolution. He didn't look to the United States of free men owning land and being able to develop wealth. He looked to the French Revolution, which every communist country turned in on itself and tried to destroy its own culture. The Khmer Rouge, Vietnamese. Communism is the most evil, inhuman thing. Now, the Book of Acts talks about voluntary collectivism for a small group of people, not for an entire nation. And it was led by people who were who the followers of this group trusted with their lives. But communism on any industrial scale leads to collapse and many times cannibalism. Zimbabwe, look at that. Look at Venezuela, North Korea. Look at 1980s Soviet Union. Look at the late 80s Romania. China only exists because it became fascist after absorbing Hong Kong. It's state-controlled capitalism. Go to North Korea and tell them that you believe in Jesus Christ or that you disagree with the dear leader. You'll be put up against a wall and shot. Christianity is outlawed in North Korea, as is all religion. The form of collectivism found in Acts, Karl Marx wasn't inspired by that. Karl Marx was inspired by his misunderstanding of anthropology and archaeology. Remember, communism in the Communist Manifesto seeks to destroy all eternal truths. All ideas, the construct of family, all eternal truths, all relationship between mother and father, or son and mother, son and father, brother and sister, mother and child. That's the goal. So, it is the most inhuman thing you could imagine. The Communist Manifesto is positively disgusting. It wants to destroy everything. And it hates every bit of the culture that already exists. The only time that it's ever worked is when it was used as a means to an end to achieve a nationalistic goal, like in North Korea. Alright, peace to you.